Now, answering your questions about the law and legal issues. This is Legal Break with attorney Gary Bruce.
And I'm Maureen Akers. Welcome, Gary.
Good to be here.
Absolutely, yes. Let's pull up today's question.
Good.
Gary, what is the difference between criminal burden of proof and burden of proof in a civil case?
Well, I love this question because this is a rubber meets the road kind of question, all right? This is Law School 101.
Okay.
And we all kind of have an idea about it, you know?
Yeah.
But so burden of proof is a big deal. Who has the burden of proof? In a criminal case, the prosecutor has to prove their case. That's why we have these constitutional allowances, provisions that say you don't have to incriminate yourself. It's not up to me to prove that I'm innocent. The government has to prove their case. So that burden is beyond a reasonable doubt. What does that mean? Well, you know, that's for everybody to argue. But there's a difference between criminal, where someone is going to have their liberty taken away, be punished, or be put in prison.
Yeah.
And then a civil case, which is to come together to civilly resolve an issue. You know? So where it involves money damages generally, or property rights, or those kind of things.
Right.
That's a civil case. Nobody's going to jail, nobody's going to prison in a civil case. They may be punished with punitive damages, but they're not going to jail. So the burden of proof in a civil case is different. It is the preponderance of evidence. All right, that's a legal term, but essentially it means more likely than not, which is not beyond a reasonable doubt. It's much less standard. And so, but it's hard because jurors get in there and they want to see video, you know?
Yeah.
They want to know 100% before I send somebody away, they did it. Or 100% that you're really hurt or you really suffered these damages or it's really their fault. But that isn't the legal standard.
All right. Is there an easier way to
So,
explain all of this?
here's a quick way that I think fits us here in our world.
Yeah.
If we're loving football on the eve of whatever we're doing. In a civil case, well, in a criminal case, you have to get to the, let's say, the 3. I mean, you don't have to score, but you've got to get way down there, maybe the 5. You know, you've got to drive deep into the other side's territory, and you may stall at the 1, but that's close enough, all right? That's not absolute, but it's close. In a civil case, the burden is to get across the 50.
Okay.
So you cross the 50-yard line in football terms.
Right.
You have now become more likely than not that you have proven your case. And that is the difference in burden of proof.
What an easy way to describe it. Thank you,
you.
Gary. We'll see you on the next Legal Break.